Hey, welcome back to the show. You are cooking with the KingFish. I'm going to show you another quick and simple meal. Real fast food. Real food, fast. We got a piece of salmon. Get your favorite salmon. Doesn't cost a lot, but this one piece is enough for 2 people. I've got a little pot of rice, about a cup of rice in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Little cup of rice, multi-grain rice, right, for a little variety. I've got some cucumber. I've got some green onions. I've got some long beans. I've got some carrots. I've got some red peppers, some bean sprouts, some special spinach, and some basil. We're going to put all of this together in a matter of minutes. And when it's on the plate, you're not going to believe how pretty it is. Cooking with meager ingredients is half of the fun of cooking. You don't need recipes. Just cook. I told you before, like my man Gaston on Ratatouille said, anyone can cook. All right, let's get going. I've got a hot skillet. My stainless steel skillet is already hot. I've got some oil in it. It needed to preheat so that my protein, my meat, does not stick to the pan. I'm going to take my salmon and I'm going to place it down, presentation side down first. Why am I doing that? Because by doing that, I can get exactly the rest of the color, or I can get exactly the color that I want on the top presentation side of the fish, and I can cook the fish the rest of the way on the skin, thereby also making the skin crispy and making it more appetizing to eat. Most people like to take the skin off of their salmon. I leave it on. And the reason why I leave it on is because people will eat the skin if you crisp it up. Make your skin crispy and it becomes like a chip. It's crunchy. People love it. You say, oh, what did you do to the skin? I cooked it. I seared it and I didn't burn it up. I'll show you what I mean at the end when I flip this piece of salmon over. Take your salmon out of the refrigerator 10 to 15 minutes before you cook it. There's nothing worse than putting a cold piece of meat in a searing hot pan. Don't do it. I already seared the front side of the fish, or the presentation side of the fish, and I always wait to season the other side once it's in the pan. For 2 reasons. Well, hopefully you didn't see too much of that. So I just found out that the QueenFish, when she made breakfast this morning, didn't put the top on all the way.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
For those of you who like to cook, you understand you don't like people in your kitchen. The QueenFish does not get this concept. But today, she saw exactly why I don't like it. Let's see what this fish looks like on the other side. Notice one thing already. It doesn't stick. Why? Because we preheated the pan. And I'm just using the spatula for support. Now, you see, that's the color you want. I won't have to touch that piece of salmon again until it's cooked. Now, if you look on the side, you can actually see that it's cooked from the top to just about there. From there down, it's still raw. I'm going to leave it on the skin side until it cooks the rest of the way through. By doing that, I do 2 things. I cook the fish slowly, and I also crisp up my skin. When it's almost done, I'm going to throw in my veggies and bring them to temp, and then we're going to dress and eat. We're almost done, guys. Just like when we made the Alfredo pasta, the thing that takes the longest was the pasta. In this case, the thing that takes the longest is the rice. Give yourself 20 to 30 minutes to do it properly. You're going to use twice as much water as you do rice. Cook it slowly. It will come out perfect every time. A lot of people say, oh, I can't make rice. Well, that's because you're not measuring. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, folks. 2-to-1 ratio. Even less than that if you're steaming, but I'm not going to confuse you. Of course, I've got some chilies. I like it spicy, but I'm going to use that more for garnish. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mince that up a little more and use that more of as a pepper garnish than an actual chili. I like a lot of food, or I'm sorry, I like a lot of color in my food. The more color, the better. Now, did you see how my cutting board was sliding like that? I'm going to show you a trick. Get you a dishcloth or a thick piece of paper towel. Wet it, wring it out. Bear with me a second. I need to clean up my mess. And I'm going to show you something. That's how most accidents happen in the kitchen is because of a dull knife and a slippery cutting board. Put that damp rag down on the counter. Put your cutting board on top of that, and boom. No more slide. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, I have my salmon on about medium heat. You don't want it too high or you will burn it. You want a nice gradual heat. Every stove is different, so I can't tell you exactly what number to put it on, but you want like a medium to medium high heat, and you should be fine. The rice is almost done. I've already cut up my vegetables. I'm waiting for the salmon to get done. I'm going to throw in my basil and my spinach in at the last minute before the spinach is done, so it's all hot together. We'll serve it on a bed of rice, and we'll see what happens. Oh, and my bean sprouts, just because I want to give a little warmth to that. I love bean sprouts. I like them fresh. That texture. Very good. Very good. For kicks and giggles, you can do something to really zhuzh up your salmon if you want. I like to drizzle a little bit of honey on it. And then take a little bit of soy sauce and just, oh yeah. When in Asia, do what the Asians do, right? I'm going to take my spinach and my basil. I'm going to drop it in the heat because that salmon is almost done. Don't worry about a little bit of smoke. That's just the sugar caramelizing on the bottom. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my bean sprouts and put them there too. Now, other than the rice, you got a one-pot meal, folks. And that by itself already looks quite scrumptious. I'm going to go ahead and turn my fire off. And I'm going to let the residual heat do the rest. Boop. And I don't want to cook my veg all the way through. I just want to warm it through so it's not so tough to chew. Take my lime, and I'm going to kiss all of it. Kiss it all. Nothing like a good kiss. Like this. And here's what you can play with. You can put sesame seeds on here if you want. You can add some type of pomegranate seeds or cranberry something on top of there. You can put a chutney of sorts on there. Yeah. Hey, we're done. You see how easy that was? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now we're going to plate it up. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done plating. And I'm going to put it on my cutting board. Paying particular attention not to get too many peppers because the QueenFish, well, she does heat, but she doesn't do heat like I do. All right, I'm going to let that sit there for a second. Now, when it comes to plating, plating is almost as important as the cooking. Get yourself a plate or a bowl. For this, I think I'm going to want, I don't know, you think a plate or a bowl? You choose.
Bowl. Let's try a bowl.
A bowl, okay. All right, we're gonna do a bowl. Before you do the bowl, I want you to put some rice in a little container, a bowl, a cup, or what have you, and I want you to pack it in. I want you to take that and turn it upside down, either on your plate or on your bowl. I want you to then take said cup and lift it up, and you will see that there's a nice little mold there. And you will duplicate that process as you're plating. So already we've stepped it up a notch, right? Now, we've got some vegetables to consider here. We've got some stir-fried basil now, or pan-seared basil now. I'm just going to put that right there on the side. I'm going to take a little bit of my spinach. I'm going to put that on the other side. Be purposeful when you're plating. Don't just throw it on a plate. Nobody wants to eat that. Take some bean sprouts. It's got that soy sauce on it. I'm going to put that right over top of my rice. And while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and show you how I pack this rice. Just to any dish, any cup, Tupperware dish, whatever you want your serving size to be. Put your rice in. And I'm making a mess, but it's okay. It is extremely hard to be 6'2", 225 pounds in a small kitchen like this. But it can be done. All you need is a burner. I have 4. I'm going to pack that in. I'm going to just let it sit there for a second while I finish plating my bowl, fixing my bowl. I'm sorry, I don't want you to see my mess. No necesito, no mesecito. Get it? Messy, messy. Yeah, sorry. Boo. Okay. Now, let's just go ahead and plate it up. Let's put a little bit of cumbers on here too, no cucumbers. Now, of course, if you were vegetarian, you could stop here. You don't have to go any further. Let's get a couple pieces of wedges of lime in there. I wish I had more red for this presentation. The QueenFish doesn't like too much heat, so I won't do it. And then we go to the star of our show. Let me put a couple more carrots in there. We'll go to the star of our show, which is the salmon. If you are a vegetarian, you could stop here. You could really stop there. I'm not a fan of cold vegetables. I like my vegetables room temperature most of the time. But you could stop here if you just wanted to do vegetarian. You've got cucumber, spinach, basil, carrots, green onions, bean sprouts, and a multi-grain rice. Game over. But we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to get this honey, soy, glazed salmon, and we're going to put it right on top. And we're going to split it so that QueenFish can have some too. Okay. Where is my, there's my tongs. Now, if you wanted to, you could cut it down this way. I don't want to. I'm going to cut it this way. All right? Get my tongs. I'm going to hold on to it. Make sure you have a sharp knife and don't press. Cut. Let your knife cut. I know I didn't do that properly, but it's okay. And then, if you come on the other side, you'll see me put it on top of the plate. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. Dinner is served. Okay, and then real fast, quick demonstration, rice in a bowl. It's been sitting there for a couple minutes. Take the bowl, turn it over in your bowl or your plate. Lift it up, done. Put that in the sink. You don't need it anymore. What did I do then? Then I took my my veg, and you put it around the plate. Now I'm going to plate this one a little differently, just so you can see the different variations. I'm going to put all of that right on top of the rice. I love basil, I love spinach, I love cucumbers, I love bean sprouts. All of your favorite vegetables will work here. Every single one. From here, oh, I forgot about the long bean. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let me give you a couple more cucumbers. Just a little bit. All right, so now, I'm still plating, right? Let's throw some carrots in there. I'm not even gonna try to make it pretty. I'm gonna take some cucumbers, just gonna throw it in there. I'm gonna take some green onions, just gonna throw it in there. I'm gonna take some more long beans. Boom, just put it in there. Just put it in there. Don't worry about it. If you like it, eat it. If you don't, don't. Boom, it's that simple. Boom, boom. Let me get some orange on this side. Boom, just making it messy for no reason. Boom, just showing you how easy. You don't even have to think about this, folks. We don't use recipes here. Recipes are for chumps. Just cook based on what you think you would like to eat. That's how you cook. And then I take my salmon. I don't know why I want to keep calling this a scrimp. Put that right on top. Boom, that's there. There's a little piece free for the chef. I'm about to let y'all go in a second. Now, watch this. You take a little bit more soy sauce and put just a little drizzle over the top. QueenFish doesn't like that, so I'm not going to do it with hers. Oh, right. And if you can get a close-up shot to this there, camera woman. And I'm also going to take just a little bit more drizzle of the honey. And then for mine, the finishing touch and the color I always look for. Jing-a-ling-a-ling, jing-a-ling-a-ling, bam! Come on, get my emerald on. Let me get some more green on top. Boom, boom, game over. That's how we do it. All right. You've been cooking with the KingFish. Easy does it, do it easy. Real fast food, real food, fast. I'll see y'all on the next episode, Cooking Live here in Bangkok. Y'all be easy. Until next time. Until next time. Come on, baby, let's eat.
Yay.
You hungry?
Yes.
I got you, boo. I got you.